Hello, how are you, friends? I hope you all are fine at your home. Okay, so I am Mitali, your social science teacher, and we are doing our chapter number 2 of civics, which is role of government in our health. And yesterday, in the last session, we have discussed about healthcare and the Constitution of India. Then we have discussed what is health. Then healthcare in India, we have discussed so many facts about the healthcare and India. Then we have discussed what is medical tourism, that the people from foreign lands come to India for the treatment. Then we have discussed the story of Aman and Ranjan, where Aman was a poor guy and Ranjan was the very rich guy, and we have seen the difference between their treatment. Yes, this is what we have done yesterday. So today again we are going to start with the story of Hakim Sheikh. Who was Hakim Sheikh? Hakim Sheikh was a member of Paschim Banga Khet Majdoor Samiti, which was an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. West Bengal की एक organization का एक member था कौन? Hakim Sheikh. But in 1992 what happened? He accidentally fell off a running train and suffered the massive injuries. वो एक train से गिर गया and he had lots of injuries. Then of course he rushed to a government hospital in Kolkata, but he refused to get admitted because of known availability of bed. उसको नहीं admit किया. Then the next hospital did not have the specialized doctor, so didn't admit him. So next hospital में doctors ही नहीं थे जो उनका treatment कर पाते. Again, he didn't get the admission there. So after 14 hours of running around, running from one hospital to other, he could get the treatment in a private hospital. उसको कहाँ पे treatment मिला हकीम शेख को? He got treatment in the private hospital, and the private hospital charged him so heavily for his treatment, और उस hospital ने उससे बहुत सारे पैसे लिए. So he was so upset and so angry that he filed a case in the court. उसने क्या किया? कोर्ट में केस कर दिया. He said that it's our basic right to get proper and timely treatment at government hospital, because he believed that when it is a right of the government to give us the proper treatment, then why it was not given to him? So he filed a case against the government. Then what happened? Therefore, in the case of Hakim Sheikh, the court directed the state government to reimburse means to return the amount of money which Hakim Sheikh spent on his treatment at a private hospital. So the amount which he has spent there, the government asked to return all the amount to the Hakim Sheikh. So now, from these two stories, one thing is very clear to us, that the health services in India has been divided into two parts. One is public healthcare services and private healthcare services. So let us read in detail what is public healthcare services. It is a government undertaking which provide medical treatment both in rural as well as the urban areas. तो ये पब्लिक हेल्थ केयर नाम से पता चल रहा है, it is something which is related to the government hospital or which is under the government. In villages, so how the government has divided it, in the villages the government are making health centers which are run by a nurse or a health worker. यहाँ पर क्या होता है, एक छोटा सा हेल्थ सेंटर होता है गांव में, जो कौन चलाता है? एक नर्स होती है और उसके साथ में एक हेल्थ वर्कर होता है. उसके साथ में दैट वो किसके अंडर होते हैं? सपोज वहां पर कोई ऐसा पेशेंट आ गया जिससे वो नर्स और हेल्थ केयर नहीं काम कर सके, तो so these health centers worked under the supervision of public health centers which covers many villages. तो अब बहुत सारे हेल्थ सेंटर्स जो विलेजेस में हैं, छोटे छोटे हेल्थ सेंटर्स हैं, उनके ऊपर एक क्या होता है? पब्लिक हेल्थ सेंटर. In district there are district hospital at district level, like the place where I'm living in Rohtak, there is a civil hospital which is the district hospital. And then in city there are many government hospitals like PGIMS, like that is a big government hospitals. So this is about the public healthcare services, that how the public healthcare has been divided into different levels. So now, as they charge us a very less amount, very less amount, just 5 rupee card or 10 rupees card they are charging us. So from where they are getting the money? So the money to run the public hospitals come from us. ये जो hospitals चलाने के पैसे हैं, ये कहाँ से आते हैं? That are given by us only. बिसाइड ट्रीटिंग पब्लिक, हाँ ठीक है, ये काम तो है, हॉस्पिटल है, डॉक्टर्स आर देयर, सो ऑफ कोर्स द फर्स्ट टास्क, द प्रायोरिटी टास्क फॉर देम इज टू treating the public, treating the patients, those who are coming in the hospital. But what else these government hospitals does? These hospitals also take up the task of prevention of spread of diseases like TB, jaundice, malaria, and cholera, etc. So what do the government hospital does? They run different schemes, different programs to aware the public about how they can prevent them from such diseases. Also, which I was just telling you, public hospitals also take up campaigns with public participation in the eradication of mosquito breeding and polio prevention. इन सब के लिए भी steps लेते रहते हैं. पोलियो तो आपको पता है घर घर आके पिलाते हैं ना. And this for जब ये डेंगू का टाइम था तो the spray has been done in all the streets. गली गली में जाके वो एक बहुत बड़ी सी गाड़ी आती थी, धुआं धुआं करके चली जाती थी. So that was just to stop the mosquitoes breeding. So that's all about health care services which are public. Now we will discuss about private healthcare services. What are the private healthcare services? Just totally opposite from the public. It is not owned by the government. Government का इसमें कोई fund नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं होता. This is totally owned by the private individuals or the companies. ये किसके अंडर होती हैं? These are totally owned by the private individuals. Like I myself can open one private hospitals, or the companies can open. So what facilities they provide? Why they are so popular nowadays? Because they provide specialized testing services like ultrasound, x-rays, endoscopy, etc. अभी तो ये government hospitals में भी आ गया है, but earlier it used to believe that the big machines, the advanced machines are only there in the private hospitals. Now they employ the highly qualified and experienced doctors who perform complex operations. यहाँ के जो doctors होते हैं, why do people prefer to go to the private hospital rather than going to the government hospital? उसके बहुत सारे reason है. First of all, so there is no queue. The cases we have studied about Aman and Ranjan, if you remember that the one who has gone to government hospital, he was in a OPD queue, then he was in a testing queue, but there is no queue. Also, the doctors here are so experienced, like private hospitals only hire that doctors which are very experienced or which are very qualified, and those who can perform complex to complex surgeries or operations. There are many of them in big cities where they make enormous profit. इतने ज्यादा है ना, हम हर जगह in every cities, big city में बहुत ज्यादा है, small city में थोड़े कम है. As I was giving you example yesterday, where I am living, if I walk for 10 minutes from my home, there are 10 hospitals near to my place, and all are private ones. So they also maintain their own medical outlet within the hospital. Now you must have been noticed that all the private hospitals which are there, they maintain the मेडिसिन आउटलेट. उनके बाहर ही एक शॉप जैसा होता है छोटा सा, जहां पर मेडिसिन प्रोवाइड की जाती है. द ट्रीटमेंट देयर इज वेरी फास्ट बिकॉज दे आर इक्विप्ड विद द मॉडर्न फैसिलिटीज. वहां पर इतनी फैसिलिटीज हैं तो वहां पर ट्रीटमेंट क्या होता है, बहुत फास्ट होता है. व्हाई? ऑल द मेडिसिन आर अवेलेबल देयर, ऑल द टेस्ट आर अवेलेबल देयर, doctors are available there, so the treatment there is very fast. As city provide better opportunities to doctor, in terms of earning and facilities, most of them set up their clinics there and rural areas lag behind. So one of the reasons that why rural area is not getting good experienced doctors, it's all because the the doctors, those who are doing the students, those who are doing MBBS and those who are doing doctorate, they prefer to go to big cities. Why? More facilities, more earning, more the better living standards. So because of all that reasons, they prefer to go to rural area. They don't prefer to go to rural areas. They prefer to go to urban areas, or you can say the cities. Now, healthcare and equality. Healthcare and equality is a very important topic. That how जो हमारी इंडिया की एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है that we have studied inequality, right? So how that is related to the health care. अब ये हमारे health care से किस तरीके से related है? तो we are going to discuss here two inequality. One is economic inequality. ये तो अच्छे से पढ़ चुके हैं when we have studied about the Aman and the Ranjan, right? So why the difference were there between them? Why the treatment? Both had the viral fever, but the treatment for both of them was totally different. And why the treatment was different? Because one was rich and one was poor. So one went to the government hospital, the one who was poor, and the other one who was rich, he went to the private hospital where he got the world class treatment. The hospital was so clean, everything was so shiny. So this was the economic inequality, as private hospitals prescribe many unnecessary and expensive medicines. See, the private hospitals are there just to make money, right? वो treatment तो कर रहे हैं, yes, they give the best treatment, but also their basic motive is to earn the profit. So for earning profit, what sometimes what do? They give the unnecessary test to the पेशेंट्स कि जाओ ये टेस्ट करा के आओ. सम एक्सपेंसिव मेडिसिन जो बहुत महंगी दवाइयां होती हैं वो प्रेफर करते हैं बिकॉज डॉक्टर्स ऑल्सो हैव सम कमीशन इन दैट और द हॉस्पिटल हैव सम कमीशन इन दैट. सो व्हेन अ पुअर पीपल goes to the private hospital, what will happen? इतना पैसा तो उसके पास है नहीं. So what will happen? They will borrow money from somewhere and they will be in the debt मतलब उधार में चले जाएंगे. See, the poor people who go to the private hospital often land up in the huge debts. Now the next point is gender inequality. The next point is gender inequality. Gender inequality क्या होता है? Gender inequality is the inequality between the men and the women. Everyone know that women are always considered as less important than men. So the same thing here, women are always considered less important than men, so their health is not normally attempted so promptly. So विमेन को कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी ना, इतनी जल्दी इतना क्विक रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आता घर वाले. और विमेन ऑल्सो बिकॉज दे आर इन टू दैट सोसाइटी, उनको पता है कि हमको इतना अच्छे से नहीं ट्रीटमेंट मिलेगी. सो दे ऑल्सो कीप ऑन linger on the things कि कोई बात नहीं, ठीक हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा, right? So this is the gender inequality. If a man gets fever, he take rest, he is on no working days. But what if a woman has fever? अगर आपके घर पे भी मम्मी को कभी fever हो जाता है, so how many times you have seen that she is totally on bed and not making anything, any food, or not doing any household work? So this is the gender inequality where always men are preferred than women. What can be done? तो क्या करें हम लोग? So what the government has to do, the government, of course, the government, it's government responsibility to provide good health to the citizens. So the government launched different programs like राष्ट्रीय बाल स्वास्थ्य कार्यक्रम, राष्ट्रीय किशोर स्वास्थ्य कार्यक्रम, शिशु सुरक्षा कार्यक्रम. So these are the following basic names of some of the programs that the government start, and the important program is Anganwadi scheme. What is Anganwadi scheme? Anganwadi is a child care center where child get care. जब गांव में जब गांव में बहुत सारे बच्चे हो जाते हैं तो दे डू नॉट गेट प्रॉपर केयर, प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन नहीं मिलता उन लोगों, उन बच्चों को. सो वेयर दे यूज टू सेंड देम टू Anganwadi, where the children get the proper care. The Kerala experience. What is Kerala experience? It's so exciting. In order to improve the healthcare, Kerala mein once, what happened once, in order to improve the healthcare facilities in Kerala, a program was undertaken by the state government. One program. Why was it so special? Because in which 40%, in which the government said that the 40% of the state fund was given to the panchayat in the year of 1996. So that means whatever the state fund, जो स्टेट के पास जितना पैसा था, जो गवर्नमेंट ने उनको एलोकेट किया था, आउट ऑफ दैट 40% उन्होंने किसको दे दिया? दे हैव गिवन टू पंचायत. पंचायत क्या करेगी? Yes, the panchayat has used that amount in the welfare of the villages, in the welfare of the villages. So what actions they have taken? They made available food to all the villagers, those who are very poor and those who are not able to earn their livelihood. Women upliftment program were organized so that the women become the self अर्निंग हो जाए उनका, वो सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट, वो किसी और पे डिपेंडेंट ना हो. सो सम प्रोग्राम वर आल्सो टेकन अप. एजुकेशन वाज प्रोवाइडेड टू द चिल्ड्रन. एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करा दी बच्चों को. आंगनवाड़ीज वर लॉन्च्ड फॉर द स्मॉल किड्स सो दैट दे गेट द प्रॉपर फूड एंड द न्यूट्रिशन. एंड ये सब तो बड़े अच्छे स्टेप्स हैं, राइट? सो व्हाट रिजल्ट that this Kerala experience, what results was there? First of all, supply of clean and pure water was become regular. So जब supply of clean water होगा तो health क्या होगी? Of course it will improve. Health centers started functioning properly. The in public sector, in public services, we have read that there are, so basic unit was health centers. तो क्या हुआ? जब पंचायत ने उनको पैसा दिया तो it started functioning properly. More students start coming to the schools. Now they are healthy, now they are happy. The schools are providing schemes like midday meal and everything, so they have started going to school. So this Kerala experience, or this a small step, resulted in a huge success and the situation in the villages improved. Next, and the last topic for this chapter is Costa Rican approach. What is Costa Rica? Costa Rica is a small place in the Latin America, or you can say the healthiest country of the Latin America is Costa Rica. So what is Costa Rican approach? ऐसा क्या है इस approach में? This approach says that we will not have the armed forces. Every country, whether it is India or any other country, we are maintaining our army. हम अपनी army क्या करते हैं? Maintain करके रखते हैं. So, but this country said that we will not maintain any armed forces. Why? Because see, maintaining an army is not the easy task. It's not at all the easy task. बिल्कुल भी easy नहीं होता. It includes a lot of money. चाहे वो आर्मी को मेंटेन करना हो, आर्मी के वेपन्स मेंटेन करना हो, आर्मी के टूल्स मेंटेन करना हो, or there are so many things, there are so many vehicles which are involved, some tanks, some tops. So there are so many things which are involved when we are maintaining an army. So what the government of Costa Rica said, they said ki we will not maintain the army. Instead of maintaining the army, we will spend all the money on the education and health of the people of our country. उन्होंने क्या बोला? That the amount which is involved in maintaining an army, we will not maintain that. We will keep that money for the betterment of our people. So what resulted? Results क्या हुआ? अब उनके पास पैसे हैं बहुत सारे, जो आर्मी पे लगाने थे वो नहीं लगा रहे हैं. So the government of Costa Rica provides potable water and looks after sanitation and nutrition of the people. It also provides the housing facilities. So of course now the government has money, so the government has started doing some welfare programs for the people. The first basic need is water, so they have provided clean water to everyone, all the citizens of their country. Then they properly look after the sanitation. Then they start giving the housing facilities, that those who are poor and who cannot afford to buy their home, they have started working for that poor people also. So that is why this is called the healthiest country, and it is called the Costa Rican approach. So that is all in your chapter. Thank you so much for giving me your time and listening to me. Bye bye.